Welcome to Connected Magazine Concept Mark II, and I guess we can call this the OH and S experience. The new concept is actually built around assessment, and the idea being to start off with, the learner would listen, watch the teacher talk about exactly what needs to be done from a very basic level. The learner understands what's required of them, what needs to be done during this particular course. Now they've got an idea about what needs to be done, what they can look at is an example of, say, the summative piece of assessment that actually shows them a perfect example or a good example of what needs to be done, so they've got an idea about how they might be able to model their learning and their assessment based on what they need to do. So the focus is seeing what needs to be done or hearing what needs to be done and then actually being shown what needs to be done. When they've seen the actual example, the next part is then to go, okay, well, how do I stand up in terms of my knowledge and skills in that perspective? And they still need an opportunity to go through and have a think about what they've done and how that can help them achieve what they need to achieve or get recognition for it. The other thing is they also need to do is be able to provide info, and this is the feedback loop that goes back to the teacher. The teacher can then provide advice and guidance about what to do, maybe focus on this or that piece of assessment you got nailed. You can send that stuff to me and we'll work through that particular process. Once that's all in hand, then it comes down to the sections, and for each section then, the sections will be based on assessment. So if there's 3 pieces of assessment, then there is 3 sections, and the starting point for each section, the learner can watch and listen to another learner that actually points out the sorts of things that they need to think about as they're gathering data or thinking about presenting. They actually get a learner perspective. We've now switched from the teacher to a learner actually listening to what is potentially their peer. The magazine then will be structured in such a way that it no longer focuses on the content, but what it does now is help the learner focus on what needs to be done, or in this case what we would say the assessment. And that's the plan for the OHS experience. Be keen to know what you think.